Good evening, everyone. Welcome to On a Mission. Hey, I'm Emily May, your tribal bae, and I have Veda Scott with me joining us. Veda missed some wild stuff.
I
The
forgot to
last
grab a
2 weeks.
beverage.
Grab a beverage,
I forgot a
everyone.
beverage.
Grab a beverage. I got a
Ooh, is that
watermelon
watermelon?
beverage.
Hold on, let me
It
taste
is
it real quick.
watermelon.
Speedball, are you
Yeah,
watching?
yeah.
Are you watching? Please
Speedball,
bring me a
go get
beverage.
Veda
Please.
a drink.
Please.
Everyone get your drink because we had so many guests planned today, but unfortunately they're busy training for Summer Love, getting ready. So we are going to do a little bit different tonight. We're going to talk about what's happening in the Mission Pro universe, the Mission Pro world. There's so much, Veda, that you missed last week. We're going to catch up on things, discuss how we're feeling leading into Summer Lovin', and see how the fans are feeling.
Yeah.
June 15th is the show. So 14th, sorry, June 14th. I'm skipping ahead, everyone. Saturday and Summer Loving in San Antonio. VIP tickets, I believe the front row is almost sold out. I
What
think
is
we only have a
it?
few more
Oh,
tickets
it's
available.
it's my half finished ginger
Oh,
seltzer.
what'd you get?
It's a ginger seltzer. It's half finished.
Cheers.
Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Big update from Speedball who handed me this. I was like, oh, it feels pretty full, and I thought I drank most of it. Apparently, it is both mine and my husband's seltzers combined for some delicious backwash tonight on a Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, he poured his in there too.
Well, that's and hold on, and it's cat time.
Wow.
Say hello. Hi. It is a full podcast. Oh, whoops, I got lipstick on her. All right. Well, she's gonna be glamorous. Well, thanks, Speedball, for making sure that you are hydrated. I want to thank everyone that have we have amazing sponsors coming in for Summer Lovin' on June 15th. It's been incredible to the outpouring of support. We are still accepting sponsors. So if you see a favorite match, if you see one of your favorite wrestlers, it's so important to support them now so that when they're off doing even more amazing things, you can see them shine. So everything helps support putting on the show and help supporting the wrestler get there.
I'm trying.
Dynamite download.
Yeah, I'm trying to tweet
Fire and Fury, Nova Phoenix, and Morgan Mercy. Veda, I know you've seen. You okay, Veda?
I'm trying to tweet the show link.
Oh, okay.
I found it.
You're like, hold the phone.
So I think my internet is
not. Heard a lot from Fire and Fury, which is their official tag team name.
So it is. That's what we're going with. Fire and Fury.
Fire and Fury, Morgan Mercy, and Nova Phoenix. They released a promo last week, and I'm nervous for King Bees.
Yeah, I mean, after we talked to them and saw,
it's gonna be brutal.
Again, the tag division is so unpredictable at Mission Pro, and going back to like when we talked to Fire and Fury, I was not expecting them to come in with that level of confidence. So I don't know. I thought that there was no way that I could ever like bet against the King Bees, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They like really, really seem like they've got it together. I don't know.
I mean, I want to take Joseph's comment here. And just a reminder, we do have the super chat open. So if you want like a special emoji super comment, put it in the chat. It all goes and supports Mission Pro. Joseph says it's going to be a brutal match. I can see Fire and Fury taking out their frustrations on the King Bees that JP won that Mission Pro Cup.
They've still been talking about that too. Like they haven't forgotten about that.
No, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of frustration around not only the tag team division, but the Mission Pro Cup. And lots of people are trying to get gold on multiple levels, multiple ways and opportunities at Mission Pro to like make it happen. I do have lots of people in the chat. Veda, you missed a wild show last week.
Yeah, I heard.
On a mission. I mean, I, invited Thunder Rosa on, boss lady. I thought maybe, it was great for a little bit. And then it kind of went off. She decided to call the general manager, Carolina, call her during a time when she was recording her own podcast. And it was very uncomfortable, Veda.
Again, a lot of this is like, just send a text. I don't know.
I felt like I was interrupting a very important management meeting that I should not have been in.
Well, you shouldn't have been, because it shouldn't have been happening during the show.
Yes. I thought, oh, maybe gonna call and like we'll learn a really cool announcement. But no, Thunder was not happy about this match that she's having, what Carolina's doing. Yeah. So I didn't even know what to do. I tried to keep things going. And then we kind of got things back on track. But to let everyone know, I am officially going to talk to tomorrow. We will post the time, but there will be a special IG live. We're actually going to do an Instagram live. I'm going to hear from her directly, and we'll get to the bottom of things. We have a super chat. Burnsy 116. Oh, do I have to say this? Shucky ducky quack quack. I'm going to be there. Shucky ducky quack quack. I'm going to be there in person again for the 5th time.
5th time. Hell yeah. Super fan with a super chat.
Super fan with the super chat there. I love it. 5 times. Let us know in the chat which 5 shows you went to. I'm curious. I want to know.
Definitely seen a lot of big moments live.
Yeah, everyone's saying that it could have been an email. Oh, Brian says, rumor on the streets, Twisted Sisters want a shot at the MPW tag titles. What? Is that a Brian bomb?
I mean, first of all, it would be nuts to see Twisted Sisters back in action in MPW. We had the surprise at the last event of Holiday coming back at all. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, and people were already talking when Holiday made her surprise return that, hey, this would be a really cool
Brian sometimes has some info a little bit. Somehow, maybe he knows a little bit of what's going on sometimes. So I mean,
maybe he's Tommy says Thunder Rosa has become a menace. Exactly. How are we supposed to keep this menace under control? Brent said, I love the whole thing. Thunder was gold. Yeah, Dynamite Download. Thunder called into Carolina's podcast. She got kind of hung up on Thunder Rosa, then tried calling her back. There was a lot of tension. And Thunder pretty much wants to take over her podcast. I think she wanted to be invited, insulted her podcast, a whole bunch of things.
Hours that she's on the air all the time.
I know.
Podcast.
I think she just saying it's not as good as hers, I guess. I don't know. They got to work it out between them. I was like, I'm staying out of it.
Speaking of Fire and Fury, we have Nova Phoenix in the chat. She's back.
Nova Phoenix?
Yes.
She's back. Where are you, Nova Phoenix? Oh, there you are, Nova. She says, we are going to take those titles. We are ready. 3 points. We will truly make Veda and everyone at MPW believers in us. Ooh, Veda, you're getting a little heat.
I mean, it feels it's rare. I think that we go into a match where the challengers are this really first time ever team, and we have so many people, myself included, who are like, this could be a tough one for the champions, and this actually might be the moment, like when it all ends for King Bees. Veda have to bring out the gear for
my runner has a question for you.
I mean,
are you
sure? I wrestled a couple days ago, so you never know. It could happen at any time.
Are you gonna join the tag team division? Are you gonna pick a tag? Maybe is Speedball gonna join? Maybe interested? Maybe a new tag team for Mission Pro?
I always say that I'm always up for Bird Law tag matches, whatever. But you never know. I could just appear at any time. I don't even have to be off commentary the whole time in order to wrestle. Sometimes I just wander over to commentary. So you never know. You
I
never
mean, we've
expect
had
Veda
Thunder
Scott.
jump out of commentary and jump in the ring.
Yep. So
anything can happen. Dang, we're gonna have Twisted Sisters. We're gonna have you and Speedball come by. This is already, there's speculation and lots of dream things happening here. Let's go back. Let's see. I'm trying to go back in the chat. Someone mentioned a way tag match with Mindrunner, Fire and Fury versus Twisted Sisters versus the King Bees. I don't even know. I think we would break everything.
yeah,
I think we
that we might have
literally
to move
would
that
break the internet.
outdoors.
Is that a street fight? Like, you think we're just like, let's just do it outside? We're gonna break the whole Salvation Army.
So we've also got Joseph making an interesting point. We know that Izzy's cashing in that Mission Pro Cup, which means the cup is going to be up for grabs again, coming up soon, and we don't know what's going on with that yet.
Yeah, I mean, we've had interesting Mission Pro Cup winners and had moments when people cash in the cup, and we've had gauntlet matches, we've had one-on-one competitions, we've had 5 ways, we've had so many different types of matches for Mission Pro Cup competitors. So I'm interested as well to see what is going to happen after June 15th.
Brian has a question for me. Is Veda Team Thunder or Team Carolina? Okay, listen, I really respect Carolina. Ooh. I think she's great at all of her many, many jobs across pro wrestling, but baby, I know where my bread is butter. I don't bet against the boss lady. Are you kidding me? No.
Don't bet against the house
all the day. No.
Don't bet against.
I don't bet against the boss lady.
Don't show your cards, Veda. Thank you, Brian, for the super chat. Yeah, so we've seen Thunder sit in the audience. We've seen Thunder sit at commentary. We've seen her sit backstage, and she just finds her way into a ring. And speaking of that, she does have this incredible match coming up on the 15th against Rochelle Chanel. She had, when she was on a mission last week, she didn't really have kind words for Rochelle Chanel either. I think we're going to hear more from Thunder Rosa about Rochelle. But this is, I think, a dream matchup. Maybe not for Rochelle. I feel like Rochelle has to really focus in because is just a whole other person right now.
Yeah, and as we saw, like, when Rochelle took on Tiffany, too, like, Rochelle Chanel, she's used to being underestimated. We know that. She always comes through. But when you have someone who's, like, willing to do whatever it takes, like Tiffany is, or someone who is literally the boss, like Thunder Rosa, and willing to do whatever, whenever, I mean, that's tough odds for someone like Rochelle, who we know, like, she tries to, like, be as honorable as she can. Like, she puts up a great fight every time. But if you're fighting someone who's willing to just, like, do anything to win and to prove a point to you, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
So who else?
Yeah, I mean, Veda, you missed last week also. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Joseph brings up a point that so Thunder brought up last week that she is helping Tiffany win, and she'll do anything in whatever match to help Tiffany win all the time. And so I even like tried to get to the bottom of it with Thunder to be like, hey, do that. So there is that confession that she made last week.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's
so Joseph brings it up.
Those are words that Izzy is, of course, going to have to pay very close attention to as well. Like, Thunder has her hands in a lot of places in MPW.
A lot of places. Steve Green says Rochelle Chanel will get her revenge at Thunder Rosa. So there is that tension too. Thunder and Tiffany kind of worked together to mess up that match last time. So, Rochelle Chanel's shot at a championship. So there is that tension there. There's that frustration. And I know Rochelle Chanel's been she was an amazing tag team champion. And so she's just trying to find her way, and people keep getting in the way and messing things up for her. My nutter is like, Thunder has her enemies in Mission Pro. Izzy, Rochelle, Carolina. Who else?
I mean, I guess if you look at it from Thunder's perspective, I'm sure she would say that they're not her enemies. They're people that she's tired of dealing with. And like, I think that's kind of what's going on here too. Like, in terms of Izzy though, and Rashay and Carolina, like, especially someone like Izzy who has come so close so many times. And if it was going to be Izzy and Tiffany again without this Thunder Rosa stuff, or can you imagine if this, well, think back, we had Izzy and Tiffany at WrestleCade many months ago. Can you imagine if this championship match was happening for Izzy even 6 months ago in Mission Pro? She would have had Thunder Rosa on her side. She would have had Thunder Rosa in her corner. It would have been a completely different match. Like, that gets in your head.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a different match, but that's why it's so interesting that Thunder's on this journey of like teaching people a lesson, right? She wanted to teach Izzy a lesson. She's kind of teaching Rashay a lesson. Trying to protect Tiffany as a champion.
None of these people ask to be taught lessons.
Do you ever really want to be taught a lesson by Thunder Rosa? I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot of Izzy did not ask to get slapped. Did not ask to have any of these things happen. So she's kind of like Thunder's kind of going on this tear. Yes, Izzy did graduate officially from high school, so it's amazing. Congratulations. I know that's super exciting, and she did a year early, which is incredible. I feel like people are graduating earlier and earlier.
Well, and now that that's done, she can fully focus on this match in the next couple of weeks. Like, it'd be difficult to be having like finals or something at the same time as you're preparing for a championship match.
Let me take my calculus final, yeah, and train for my championship match. Yeah, it's been wild in the Mission Pro world. We also speaking of Izzy and Tiffany, we've seen a lot of stuff getting again on social media. They keep going back and forth on Twitter and on Instagram, and it's a few weeks away. We're a few weeks away, and it's just like heating up, and it's wild. And I'm a little nervous for Izzy in the sense of if Thunder Rosa is going to do anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would like she has to watch it back. Like,
I would really like to see Izzy get another opportunity, a fair shot at the championship. Because again, I was there at WrestleCade. I called that match with Tiffany, and it was great. It was so competitive. Izzy came so close, but she wasn't quite where she's at right now. Like, in that time period, Izzy has had huge matches. She's taken on bigger and better opponents, like really just upped her game. I think she's ready, but I don't know if she's ready for Thunder Rosa. And that's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you have to mentally prepare for. Obviously, she's doing the physical stamina and, really dedicated to that craft. But I think it's a whole mental game, being so young, you have to like really frame it in the right way. And so we'll see kind of what mental state Izzy is in going into this. And again, Tiffany, I think she has the championship defense. I think right before. I think
probably she's
a few weeks before.
No matter what
she's been everywhere.
Yeah,
four championship defenses every month since she won.
You might maybe not be the biggest fan of Tiffany Nieves' attitude, but like, you cannot deny that she has been a fighting champion. She has put that title on the line all over the place. Like, that, you have to respect that. You do. What else you got for us, Emily? I know you got
let's
scoops.
see.
I know you got news.
Yeah, we got some scoops. So we're gonna make I have some announcements. So I'm gonna make a quick announcement on a few of the matches. Hold on, I gotta pull it up though. Do I have it? Oh no. Okay. I totally don't have it right now.
Please stand by.
Please stand by, everyone. So the announcement is, I thought it was in my graphics, but it's not. So we have the Shay Carmichael
Okay.
versus Kali Antita match, which
Okay.
was announced last week. And again, these are two rising stars. And we got the official word from Hybrid School of Wrestling that this will be for the Hybrid School of Wrestling Women's Championship.
Oh, and Callie just won that, right? Like days ago.
I recently.
Yeah.
So Kali Antita versus Shay Carmichael. So that's
Wow.
one of the big announcements, everyone. Which is really exciting. Kali Antita has been going all over, really working on her craft, and Shay Carmichael as well, America's sweetheart. Yeah, May 25th. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, so that I mean,
It was like just a
that's
few days ago. I was like, what day is it?
that's big.
So
Like that is huge. First of all, to have a hybrid, like endorsing this championship match at the MPW show, but also like for someone like Calantino who just won this title, it's a huge opportunity for Shay Carmichael, but it's also an opportunity for Callie to really just solidify her reign. So this is a big one. Except for Tommy.
exactly.
Well,
So
that's
it's a
not
really
true.
big deal.
I'm sure Tommy would be very happy to see Shay Carmichael win.
Tommy, who else would you want to see win? Let us know. Let us know who you think will win. Is this going to be like a Kali and Tita retaining? Here you go. I got it. I was loading it. There
Yay!
you go. So this is officially, again, we'll get the updated graphics tonight, but this is officially, so cross off that singles match because it is officially the Hybrid School of Wrestling Women's Championship match, Kali and Tita versus Shay Carmichael. So
Whoa,
let us know in
Tommy,
the
you're
chat.
60? You look great for your advanced age. 60 years old? Wow.
What?
That's what Kali and Tita says. She would have no reason to make that up about Tommy, I'm sure.
Wow, Tommy says Shay needs to win all day. Um, yeah, the Kali and Tita and Tommy feud is never going to end. Just that will happen all the time. Yes, Brian, we are getting to the next update. We do have an update on the Exodus Pro
All right.
tournament match. We have an update. Um, so let's see. So we don't have the official graphic yet. So unfortunately, Avery is unfortunately not able to compete on 18th in the Exodus Pro tournament against Queen Uju. But in her place, we will be having the Lucha Baddie, Miranda Alize,
Oh.
stepping in to compete in the Exodus
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Pro tournament match.
Well, that changes the dynamics to me of the entire tournament because I was really excited to see Avery. I've always been impressed by her. But Miranda Alizé, I mean, we know what she can do. She has all the credentials. This really changes up the tournament for everyone who's in it.
Mm-hmm. So as everyone knows, June 15th is the start of the Exodus Pro tournament to crown a women's champion by August at their anniversary show.
Mm.
So it's really really exciting that we get to launch this and be a part of it. And so that's a quick change, and we understand that it might not be ideal, but as you all know, the card is subject to change. And I think this is really an exciting matchup. I think this is going to be wild. And yeah, so everyone still get those tickets, still watch it on Title Match Network. But this is where you get all the news. So we'll be posting those updates on social media as well. But I love how Brent is already excited for it. Crazy match, Miranda versus Uju. I'm all for that.
Yeah, those are two extremely hard hitting athletes. We think a lot of times of Miranda with her like lucha influence, her speed, but she can hit really, really hard. And I would say that Uju is honestly probably maybe the most forceful striker on the entire MPW roster. Like she's tough. So this is exciting. Dynamite download, you got it right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be so exciting. And again, the thing is, like, you never know how people do against other opponents. So it's like really exciting when it's not exciting, obviously, when people have to drop out of a show, but or are unable to compete. But things like this happen where we could have lightning in a bottle, and we get to experience that firsthand.
Yeah.
Um,
Whew. Big
yeah,
news.
just that's what we just mentioned. Shea Carmichael versus Colleen Tita. It's for the hybrid wrestling women's championship. So that will be on the line. Um, yes, Denise Day. We did see everything that happened at MPW Mania against Miranda. So we'll definitely have to see what happens. Yeah, Uju is no joke.
Yeah, and because it is part
Um,
of that
yeah,
Exodus
we're
Pro
a month, we're
tournament,
like 3 weeks out.
yeah, we got time. We got time. Miranda is brutal. I
Yeah,
agree with
this is
that.
what happened. Yeah, so those are our those are our announcements for the evening. Emily, you mad at Denise Day? Um, yeah, so we had a little situation at the San Antonio Brahmas game. She decided to come in her Arlington Renegades gear and her shirt and try to like ruin Thunder Rosa and I's day, but we seem to be mending the fences. We obviously have to put on a show on June 15th, so we're going to put aside our differences in the sports world. But we hugged it out. We're okay. But I did not appreciate her pushing me and getting into it. But Thunder Rosa, she did come to my defense, so I have to give her that. So there is some goodness,
So
Veda.
you're
There's
not. Well, that means you're not on the Thunder Rosa sworn enemies list yet.
I would
So
say yet.
watch out.
I definitely was like, did not want to get. I don't want to get pushed by Thunder Rosa. Let me say, I don't.
Handing
Um,
out slaps again.
I
No,
mean,
for
you saw me run
now.
away. I will run so fast. I'll run. You don't want to watch me run. Yes, the San Antonio wrestling multiverse is real. That is true. We have multiple universes going on at the same time. You never know where we all are at.
So that's some big news a month ahead of time. New
Yeah.
matches, new titles on the line, and I don't I mean I think it's pretty cool to see other promotions, whether they're in Texas or from out of Texas, putting their championships on the line at MPW. I always think that's awesome.
Mhm. It's really awesome. We're excited to be kicking off the Exodus Pro tournament. We have Hybrid School of Wrestling, the women's championship on the line. We have the NWA tag team champions are going to be there, the King Bees. So we have a lot of amazing collaborations and things like that happening at Mission Pro. You don't want to miss it.
Woo.
15th, get those tickets. You can watch it on Title Match Network. And sponsorship emails. If we haven't gotten back to you, we will email you as soon as possible. Amazing Dan is trying to respond to as many as possible. But if you're able to help, even every little bit helps. Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. And check Mission Pro socials because we'll announce tomorrow what time Carolina and I are going to go live on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there, and we'll hear from the general manager of Mission Pro Wrestling.
She's definitely going to have a lot to say, too. A lot she's been
Yes.
thinking about.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot to get to the bottom of. I mean, I want to get her feelings going into June and, will her and Thunder Rosa mend fences? I don't know, but I need to get to the bottom of it, and hopefully we'll learn some more information. And maybe there's more announcements from the general manager. And we also have our MPW Spotlight show at 6:30 p.m. Central on Thursday. Jordan Blade will be joining the MPW Spotlight team, and Jordan Blade has been at Mission Pro before, so I can't wait to hear updates.
I love
I
Jordan.
just saw Jordan actually WrestleMania weekend,
She's
so
great. She's great.
I'm excited. Yeah, excited to get updates from Jordan. So yeah, tune into that on Thursday, and we'll post tomorrow when we'll be going live. And we appreciate you joining us every week, everyone in the chat. Thank you for all the super chats. We appreciate you. Veda, I know you're quite busy, but I know you plug it every week, but where
Yeah.
can people follow you?
Oh, yeah. Find me at It's Veda Time on Twitter. I link everything off of that. I just posted a new interview that I filmed. I have a couple of show vlogs coming out soon that I'm working on editing and all of that. And most weekends you can hear me calling pro wrestling somewhere or occasionally wrestling,
Everywhere,
but
all over,
somewhere.
all over, somewhere. Well, you're so amazing, and I'm so grateful you're on our show every week. And I can't wait till next week. We'll have some more
Yes.
special guests. We'll get some more guests on. And yeah, remember, follow, like, subscribe to Mission Pro Wrestling here. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. And thank you for joining us for another episode of On a Mission. Take care. Be safe.
Bye.
Good night.